Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe and Mr. Bear, and today we're going to show you hiatal hernia treatments. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure and click on the subscribe button down there. That helps my channel grow and it allows me to continue to make videos for everybody. So with a hiatal hernia, a lot of times it's trying to just get that hernia that stomach area coming up through that little hole to get it back down. So one of the easiest things to do is just start off with some diaphragmatic breathing, and that's just belly breathing. And it's pretty easy to do. It helps with the pelvic floor as well. It helps draw it down, so that brings the stomach down to help pull that hiatal hernia down. So diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing is really just you're trying to bring the air into your belly area instead of what a lot of times we do is chest breathing. So an easy way to do that is place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And what you want to try to do is the hand on your chest doesn't really move. It might move a little bit, but not a whole lot. But you want to see your hand down at your belly move in and out. Now, not forcing it in and out, but trying to bring the air down into the belly. So I'm gonna do it. You might not see a whole lot, but I just want you to see. So you can see each time I do it, I was able to get a little bit more into the belly. If you haven't done it before, it might be kind of hard to get it down. But that's why the hands there are nice to see, because if you keep seeing your chest area move up and down, that means you're breathing up here. But like I said, you really want to breathe into that belly because that helps kind of pull everything downward to get that hiatal hernia down. So then the next one is lying down doing some bridges. You can do this in your bed even before you get out of bed in the mornings. A lot of the treatment is nice to do in the morning, so that's a lot of times when people feel it the most. So a bridge, a very simple bridge, you might have seen me do these before, but this time we're going to hold it up at the top for about 15 seconds. So feet are about hip width apart, and when you come up, you're really kind of driving your knees forward and coming up one segment at a time. So once you get to here, if you can comfortably stay for about 15 seconds, that's what you want to do. You just want to kind of hold this position here. And then once you get to that 15 seconds, nice and slowly come back down. So we're kind of trying to strengthen the area now so that it's not going to keep moving around in there. So again, just holding it up in this position. You might not be able to get as straight in a line as I'm right now. So even if you start off here, that's okay. If you haven't done bridges before, it might be kind of hard. You might not be able to hold it for the 15 seconds to start off with, but that's what you want to work up to. And you can just do some nice breathing in here too. You know, I'm talking, but you know, do that nice belly breathing while you're up in this position and then slowly come back down. Since you're doing that hold, you only really need to do those about 3 to 5 times. You don't have to do anything really big with that. So then you're just going to roll over. And again, you can still be in the bed doing these. You don't have to do them on the floor, though some people like to. And then you're just going to go into a cat-cow or a cat-dog. I like to call it dog just because I like dogs, as you know. But it traditionally is called a cat-cow. So hands are pretty much underneath your shoulders. They're not, you know, far out and they're not back. You want it pretty much straight up and down. You want your knees about hip width apart, which is usually your 2 fists together. And then as you breathe in, you're going into your cow or your dog and you're looking kind of up or straight forward, dropping those hips, and then coming in to your cat, breathing out, and then tucking in your chin, really trying to arch it as much as you can. So you can see you don't have to do a big hold, you know, just to pause, make sure you're doing some nice breathing, maybe 3 seconds each way, and really get that stretch. And you can do 5 of each, just working on that. And you can do these a couple times throughout the day. So the next stretch is going to be a QL stretch or a quadratus lumborum stretch. And so this is really, again, just to kind of lengthen up the chest area to make sure and pull down that hernia a little bit. I usually suggest doing both sides. So you're just going to sit on one side and then bring the other hand up. So I'm stretching this side. So I'm going to kind of lean into my hand. I want my weight to be over on the hand that I'm sitting on. And then I'm going to bring the other one just kind of up and over. And then I'm pushing my upper body this way. So I'm kind of getting almost like a C or a curve motion, really to get that nice stretch in there. I'm looking up towards my hand. I'm going to take a thumbnail picture right now. And then you can take one with me too. But holding that stretch for about 30 seconds and then coming back down. Again, like I said, you can stretch both sides. So sitting on this one, shifting that weight over, coming up and over, and then just kind of arching into it like that. Looking up either towards my elbow or towards my hand, 30 seconds, 3 times on each side. So then the next one is very similar, but this one's more of a thoracic side bend, but still, again, the idea is opening up that area, kind of pulling that stomach back down to get everything back down. So this time you're just gonna take your hands, you can either clasp them behind your head or behind your neck. I kind of like behind my head. I feel like that's a little bit more comfortable. But this time, since it's the thoracic area, you're really just almost like you're bringing one elbow up. So now the stretch is going to be a little bit more here versus the QL is a little bit lower. So then I'm just going up into that stretch, just kind of arching in. I'm kind of looking up towards the ceiling just to help with that. This one doesn't have to be a full 30-second stretch. It can be maybe like a 10 to 15 second stretch and then alternating sides and coming up. But you're really kind of trying to do a side bend motion and really bringing that elbow up. So 10 to 15 seconds, 3 to 5 times on each side, really to get that stretched out. And the last ones are going to be standing up. So the next stretch standing up is just going to be a side bending stretch. So kind of like when we were seated, but now you're standing so you can get the full body stretch. So if you want to stretch this side, you're going to bring this arm up and kind of slide the other one down your side. So as you're coming up, really reach across your body and push out that hip. So you're getting that full stretch through there. Again, just lengthening that upper body, getting that nice stretch. Again, this one doesn't have to be a full 30-second stretch. It can be a 10 to 15-second stretch, but if you want to hold it longer than 30 seconds, you can. And then switching sides. So this one's sliding down and this one is coming up and over, really pushing out the hip, really kind of making that curve with your whole body, feeling it all the way through there. 15 to 30 seconds, your choice, 3 to 5 times. So then the last one is just going to be a nice deep breathing with an upper arm kind of jumping jack motion. And again, this just kind of lifts up the rib cage. I like this as just a relaxing exercise too. But again, this helps lengthen everything, again, to pull that stomach back down so it doesn't get stuck in that hole there. So all you're going to do is kind of come up like you would do a jumping jack with your hands out to the side and up. And as you come up, breathe in deeply. And when you get to the ceiling, take that extra deep breath, almost like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, come back down. So it's like this. I'm breathing in. I can breathe out now. And then really high, as much as I can, breathing in. Almost like I'm lifting up that rib cage. And then coming back down. So I'll just do that all the way through without talking. So since that's a lot, that's really stretching everything out. You can just do 3 to 5, whatever works for you. Not doing a whole lot to get anything irritated, but again, just really trying to stretch everything out. So there you have it. Those were ways to treat a hiatal hernia. If you'd like to help support my channel, make sure and click on the link up there. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.